my dears, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma and I am so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you like it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. For tonight's dinner, I am making carne asada tater tots. The cool people call it tachos. I am not cool. So I'm sticking with carne asada tater tots. In this bag, I just asked the gentleman at the meat market to give me 2 pieces of carne asada. So I have one for tonight I'm gonna cook up, and then the other one I'm just gonna put in my freezer for another night. I have my oven preheating to 425, and I'm just gonna dry this and then spray it with some olive oil. Now I'm gonna lay the tater tots in here. And now I'm gonna put them in the oven for 24 minutes. And now we're gonna cook the carne asada. I just sprayed my griddle with the same olive oil. I just cooked it on each side for 4 minutes. Then when the carne asada was done, I just put it on a plate to rest while the tater tots continued cooking. After a few minutes, I took my kitchen scissors and cut the carne asada into little strips. Then when the tater tots had finished cooking, I put the carne asada on top of the tater tots and added some Mexican cheddar jack cheese. Then I just boiled it on high for 3 minutes. And while that was boiling up, I just got our toppings ready. We have some sour cream, pico, guacamole, green onion, and lettuce. And there it is, all served up. We have the tater tots, the carne asada, the sour cream, the pico, the guac, the green onion, and the lettuce. And extra cheese, of course. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I just have put 1 boneless skinless chicken breast with a 1/4 cup of chicken broth into my Ninja Foodie, and we're just gonna slow cook it on high for 4 hours. And when there was about ½ hour left on the chicken, I just cooked up my spaghetti. And while the chicken and the spaghetti was cooking up, I just got out everything that I'm going to need to make my chicken spaghetti. Once the spaghetti was cooked, I had my husband drain it for me. I greased my baking dish with some extra virgin olive oil spray. Poured in my cooked spaghetti. To my cooked spaghetti, I added a cup of sour cream and gave that a stir, well, as best I could anyway. Then I added a handful of cherry tomatoes and again gave that a little stir. Then I added a cup of mozzarella cheese. While I was putting this together, my husband was shredding my chicken. Once he had shredded the chicken, I poured that on top of the spaghetti, sour cream, tomato mixture that I had in my baking dish. I added about a 1/4 cup of the chicken stock that was left in my slow cooker base. Then over the chicken, I just sprinkled some Italian seasoning and a ½ cup of Parmesan cheese. I just kind of spreaded it over the chicken. Then I'm gonna bake this 350 for 20 minutes. And here it is out of the oven. And then here it is all served up. I just did a little salad on the side just with lettuce and cucumber, seeing there's tomatoes in the spaghetti. On my salad, I just had some of this French dressing. If you've watched any of my previous What's for Dinner videos, you know I'm addicted to this French dressing right now. It's delicious. And then on my husband's salad, he just had some ranch. And that was it. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I was just craving some regular plain ground beef tacos. So I just started by browning up my ground beef. Once it had cooked up, I just drained it with the awesome paper towel trick. Then I added some taco seasoning, and then I just filled up the little taco seasoning packet with water, poured that in, and gave it a good old stir, stir, stir. And of course, I can't have tacos without my street corn. So I just boiled up a can of corn, added a teaspoon of butter, a teaspoon of mayonnaise, some squirt of this lime juice, and some queso fresco cheese. Gave that a good old stir, 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 and added some tahini. Okay, the taco meat and corn is cooked up. Now I'm just gonna heat up my tortillas. Once the tortillas were heated up, I just did a layer of sour cream, some pico, the ground beef, some mozzarella cheese, and that was it. Served it up with the corn, and super simple and delicious. For tonight's dinner, I have my pork loin in my Ninja Foodie crock pot base. I'm going to add a cup of chicken broth. I'm going to season it with some Creole seasoning. Some Slap Ya Mama. Nice and seasoned. Now I'm gonna cook it on low for 10 hours. We are home from work. The meat has an hour left. So now I'm going to make our side dish. I'm just gonna make my red potato salad. So I'm going to chop my potatoes and boil them up and cook them. And now my potatoes are done. I'm going to drain them, put them in my bowl here. And then to the potatoes, I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of mayonnaise, then some rosemary, some thyme, some salt, some pepper, as much as your heart desires, and then give it a little taste and see if you need to add any more seasonings. And then give that a good old stir, stir, stir. That's it. I'm just gonna cook up some peas as well. When I took the meat out of the crock pot, it just fell apart. So tender. Now I'm just gonna let it rest for a few minutes. And there it is, all served up. Pork chop, the red potato salad, and my peas, and we have some mint jelly to dip the pork loin in. Delicious. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys liked it. We'll give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Have a fabulous week. Bye.